Workers' compensation is a benefit many employees are familiar with by name, but know little else about. While a safe work environment without injury is always an employee and employer's main focus, there are times when work injuries do happen. Workers' compensation legislation originated in the early 1900s in the U.S. to provide protections to both employers and their employees. It has been referred to as the, quote, grand compromise, end quote, as it provides defined benefits at no cost to employees while protecting employers from protracted civil suits. The first workers' compensation law in Iowa were passed in 1913. This presentation will define what workers' compensation is, discuss the structure of the workers' compensation program for state of Iowa employees who are eligible, how to file a claim, and the benefits available. At the conclusion, additional resources will be noted for further information. Workers' compensation is, quote, no fault, unquote, insurance. This means claims and benefits are paid without reduction for liability or negligence on the part of the injured worker. This differs from traditional liability insurance, where negligence or liability on the part of the claimant may impact the claim. Employers are required to carry workers' compensation insurance, and the cost of this coverage is 100% employer paid. Workers' compensation, with few exceptions, is an employee's exclusive remedy for work-related injury or illness. This means an employee cannot decline workers' compensation to instead pursue a civil suit or other claim against their employer for the injury. Workers' compensation benefits vary from state to state and are governed by state statute. In Iowa, this is covered in Chapters 85, 85A, and 85B of Iowa Code. All Iowa workers' compensation claims are handled pursuant to the same workers' compensation laws and benefits, no matter the employer. The Workers' Compensation Program for State of Iowa employees is fully self-funded. The State of Iowa, as an employer, does not purchase a workers' compensation insurance policy from an insurance company. Instead, the State of Iowa meets all of its workers' compensation obligations with a self-funded program. Each state agency pays an allocation, somewhat like a premium, which is determined annually, that funds the workers' compensation program for State of Iowa employees. Sedgwick is the State of Iowa's third-party administrator. They carry out the functions that an insurance carrier typically would. This includes intake of new claims, claim investigation, and issuing payments to injured workers and medical providers. The Department of Administrative Services manages the Workers' Compensation Program for all State of Iowa agencies and employees, as well as the state's partnership with Sedgwick. Workers' compensation exists for all employees of the State of Iowa where there is an established employer-employee relationship. There is no enrollment period or action required on the employee's part to be covered. It is not required that you work a certain number of hours per week or pay period to be covered by workers' compensation. Both full and part-time employees are covered. There is no waiting period for new employees Workers' compensation coverage begins immediately upon employment. If you sustain an injury or illness you believe is work-related, you should immediately notify your employer, who will ask you to complete a first report of injury. Your supervisor or human resources associate can assist you with this process. This information is what your agency will use to file the claim with Sedgwick. Sedgwick will contact you upon their receipt of the new claim. If you need to seek medical treatment, this may be done immediately while the claim is being reported. Initial medical care may need to be sought while a claim is being reported. If medical care is necessary, do not delay. You should seek a visit at an authorized workers' compensation provider. In Iowa, the employer has the right and obligation to direct medical care in a workers' compensation claim. An authorized treating provider must be utilized in all non-emergency cases for initial treatment. A list of these providers is located on the DAS website or from your human resource associate. This list is not exhaustive of all providers or facilities that may be involved in your care. Sedgwick and the authorized treating physician will coordinate any referral for any additional test for specialist. Contact Sedgwick to discuss special situations. There are no copays or coinsurance for authorized care in an accepted workers' compensation claim. If a life-threatening or emergency situation arises, you should seek immediate medical attention at any nearest provider or contact 911. If your workers' compensation claim is accepted, every effort will be made to assist you in returning to work. When available, you will be given temporary, suitable work within restrictions provided by your authorized treating provider. If you are temporarily disabled and unable to return to work, you may be eligible to receive weekly temporary disability benefits. These may be temporary total disability or temporary partial disability benefits, depending on your ability to work. You may be eligible to supplement workers' compensation temporary disability benefits with your accrued leave. Please contact your Human Resources Associate for further information regarding supplementing. Pursuant to Iowa law, there is a 3-day waiting period for temporary disability benefits. Medical care benefits are provided under workers' compensation. This is in the form of payments made directly by Sedgwick to the medical provider. Medical care may include such as office visits, diagnostic testing, physical therapy, surgery, prescriptions, and durable medical equipment. There are no copays or coinsurance for authorized care in an accepted workers' compensation claim. You may also be entitled to mileage for travel related to seeking authorized medical treatment. The mileage rate varies and is set annually by the Iowa Workers' Compensation Commission. Sedgwick can provide you additional information and forms regarding this. You may also be eligible for permanent partial disability benefits. These are benefits paid based upon the authorized treating doctor's opinion for impairments left to the body or a body part as a result of a work injury. There are a number of factors that determine if these benefits are owed and the amount of benefits owed. Sedgwick can also provide additional information regarding this. Workers' compensation may also provide permanent total disability benefits and death benefits. The details of those benefits are not covered in this overview. There are a number of additional resources available. You may review information on the Iowa Workers' Compensation Commission's website, as well as the Department of Administrative Services benefits site. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact the Department of Administrative Services Workers' Compensation Coordinator at 515-725-0732. Thank you for taking time to learn more about state employee benefits beyond the paycheck.